So in this particular chapter is research problem. And this particular chapter is aims to convert the practical problem into the practical solution. So that we are going to first find out the problem which is prevailing. That is what we call it as the practical problem. And for the practical problem, we are going and gathering the information. We are going to collecting some data that we are going to convert the practical problem into the statistical problem. Then we are trying to convert the statistical problem into the statistical solution that we are going to give it to the practical solution. So how this particular process happens? So say for example, if we are going to the particular organization, that particular organization is facing a serious problem of employee attrition in the particular organization, we are going to find out the solution. What is the essential, or what is it the need, or what is it the problem is prevailing in the particular organization. So we are find out that the employee absenteeism is high due to the reason the majority of the employees are doing the late night work or overloaded. Likewise, we are find out the information. So we are what first the practical problem prevailing in the organization is employee attrition. Then we are converting the employee attrition into the statistical problem. What is that the impact? What is that the consequences happen in the particular organization? That might be the overtime work to the employee, or the lower wages to the employee. Likewise, there are the number of reasons we are going to find it out. It is what we call it as statistical problem. We are going to gather the relevant data. Say for example, 10% of the people are saying that, or the 20% of the people feels the lower wage given by the particular organization. Likewise, we are going to convert the statistical problem and we are going to propose the statistical solution. What is that the thing, or what is that the expectation from the employee, that we are going to reduce the problem with the particular organization. That what we call it as the statistical solution. After that, this particular statistical solution is converted into the practical solution. It is what we call it as this kind of the practical problem and practical solution may happen in most in the applied research. The research problem formulation. First, going to formulate the research problem is a first and foremost stage in the business research. Before going to that, we should understand thoroughly about the problem. What are the problem? What are the consequences? What are the effects of the problem to the organization? We need to find it out. And rephrase the same into the meaningful terms from an analytical point of view. Or you need to quantify that. Every problem that you need to quantify, what are the variables influencing, what is the level of impact of each and every variables, we need to find it out and phrase the problem into the operational terms or measurable terms that is required for formulating the research problem. And the techniques involved in the defining a problem. First, a statement of the problem in a general way. We are first going to gather the general information about the particular problem. The general information of the problem have been collected from field observation or expert opinion, or the problem into the operational terms, the phrase of the problem that available or that is published one. Through that, we are going to understand the problem in a general way. And understanding the nature of the problem, that we are going to the consequences of the particular problem, the discussion with the particular problem, and what are the environment which that particular problem have been happen, that we are going to find it out and survey the available literature, that the existing sources or published sources with the company or outside of the company or governmental agency, through which sources the data is available or the literature is available. We have to gather the information or theory or the report or record. We have to gather those information from the already published sources. Based on this data or based on this information, you are going to develop the idea, that the idea have been developed through the discussion. For that, you have to do a kind of initial survey, like experiential survey, through the people who are all experienced with this kind of problem, with the existing researchers or existing executives of different companies. We need to go and gather the information from them, and after that, we need to rephrase the problem. It is available literature surveyed and examined, and development of working hypothesis, which will be highly useful. That is a very simple thing. We are going to phrase or we are going to explain the problem into define the problem. So this is a particular thing we are going to do in this particular stage. So the effective literature survey is very essential for formulating the hypothesis. You already aware of that the conceptual literature related with the terms and conditions or operational definitions for the particular problem or particular research work. What are the things, what are the essential knowledge is required for the researcher is to be described in the conceptual literature, and empirical literature is already published sources, already published findings of existing researcher. We are going to gathering those information. So these are the extensive informations are required for the study.